ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The B3A's meeting last night to decide whether or not Stephen Gardner will be cleared of any wrongdoing at last year's World Championships in London. The Tribunal Committee, they presented their report to the board, and B3A's Secretary General, Jermico Archer, tells us about the outcome.
After reviewing the case, we realized that as a board, for the avoidance of any potential miscarriage of a process, we determined that it would have been best for us to impanel an independent tribunal. And leading that tribunal was former jurist Malcolm Adderley, together with Julian Stewart and Dr. Timothy Barrett, Dr. Julian Stewart as well. And of course, they would have gone through a battery of investigations, would have met with the head coach and the relay coordinator, and in the end, it was determined that there is no real case to be had, and the matter was dismissed. It was an important exercise for us because we wanted to maintain the integrity, one, of the process, as well as to maintaining the integrity of the athlete and the federation. We're satisfied that that has been done.
Another busy day on Monday for Team Bahamas at the 23rd edition of the Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia. Kelsey Johnson made the rounds.
The time of 46.49 seconds gave Alonzo Russell a spot in the final of the men's 400 meters to be ran on Wednesday night. Russell, who ran out of lane 3, won Heat 2 and was the only athlete from his heat to qualify. He has the 5th fastest time heading into the final.
Based on season best, I had to fast the season best, so I kind of went a bit confident, but I didn't want to be too confident, because sometimes that can work backwards on you. So I just went out there and just run hard the first 30 meters and just held on until I reached 200 and just made a move. It was a pretty easy race overall. I just want to go out in the final and hope to bring home a medal.
Ken Mullings struggled in the javelin event and needed to run a strong 1,500 meters to get onto the podium. Mullings' 6,973 points accumulated over the course of 2 days placed him 5th overall.
I can't complain with it because I still came out with 4 personal bests, but I like the competition that was there. I just faulty up in the throws and executing part, but in physical condition I was there. I have to go back to the drawing board, build up some more upper body, and get more consistent because my consistency is not there at all.
The men's national basketball team scored only 10 points in the 3rd quarter while their opponents netted 23. Cuba went on to win the game 97-80. 3 players in double digits for the Bahamas. Jackson Jacob led the way with 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals. Michael Carey and Markson Ford scored 11 and 12 points respectively. The doubles team were handed a loss and bowed out of competition in 4th place. Daniel Thompson and Simone Pratt were defeated by Monica Miatis and Monica Puig of Puerto Rico 6-2 and 6-love. Team Bahamas making its debut here in fencing at the CAC Games. Up first on Monday was Antonio Lewis. Even though Antonio lost all of his matches, he was very grateful for the opportunity to compete at a higher level.
Well, I feel very confident even after the match is over, and unfortunately I wasn't able to win any of my bouts. I would say that it was a learning experience, and I look forward to fighting some of the same opponents to see how much I've improved. Coming to Colombia, I was able to practice here in their facilities, and thankfully some of the athletes and their coaches, they were gracious enough to say, well, let's spar or let's help you out.
Head coach Anthony Lewis believes more needs to be done to bring awareness to the sport.
I want to move into the family islands where there is some interest shown. Islands like Eleuthero, Grand Bahama definitely was the birthplace of fencing in the Bahamas. So we've got to revisit Grand Bahama, Freeport in particular. Eleuthero is showing interest, so is Abaco and Exuma. And only then I would feel comfortable calling our association Bahamas Fencing Federation.
Head coach Anthony Lewis is hoping to grow the sport when we return to the Bahamas. Reporting from Barranquilla, Colombia, where the 23rd edition of the CAC Games is taking place, I'm Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
It's been a busy summer so far for the Freedom Farm Baseball League, and as Charles Fisher tells us, the fun isn't over just yet.
They have been working out on a regular basis and leaves later on this week for the Under-12 Cal Ripken Baseball World Series in Branson, Missouri. Second baseman Dante Fox knowing the hard work will pay off.
It's been wonderful because we get to learn more and our coach helps us perform better and he shows us the right things.
How do you hope to perform when you reach to the World Series? Now that's the big leagues, the big dogs though.
I hope we represent our country and that we play with all our ability and put 100% effort in it.
What do you think is going to be the key for you guys to pull this one off?
By working hard. Once you work hard, God have your back. He ain't gonna let you down, so we got the privilege to win this tournament and represent our country.
This team can compete with the best, according to outfielder DeCarlo Delancey and catcher Shamonte Bain.
At practice, we've been training hard, but I think we could train a little harder. I think we're preparing well for the World Series that we're going to attend. I think once we give 110% effort, we do good.
You have a lot of talent. Young, strong. You know, some of us we believe in ourselves. We try hard. Practice every day to achieve our goals.
Head coach Greg Burris Jr. likes the team they have assembled.
We have a very athletic team. We have a good pitching staff. We had some troubles in the last tournament on defense, but I think we've covered some of those gaps, and we're going to be able to have a good show in this tournament.
Describe the type of boys that we have here.
Motivated, very athletic, guys who could run, strong, who could really throw the ball. So in some cases, we kind of just use our athleticism to win games, but these guys are also pretty good at playing baseball, catching the ball, throwing it, and getting hits.
The tournament is round-robin format with the Bahamas in Group F International, along with Puerto Rico, New Zealand, and Australia. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
The Board of Directors of the Junior Baseball League of Nassau has announced that Jeffrey Walcott has assumed the role of president of the organization, and that became effective on July 25, 2018. He replaces Bertram Murray Jr., who served as president from 2014.
Been around the league now for 9 years, and I've been one of those parents who've been committed to the league. And you know, whenever you get to a point when you feel that you can offer more than just being a coach, then you put yourself in that position, and I'm glad to be a part of it. You know, I think it's an exciting time for the league, and I think there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing in the upcoming year that I would like to be intimately involved with. In coaching 12U, you're dealing with 12-year-olds, now you're dealing with adults, you know, but I don't think this could be a big difference. I think we're all unified. We all have the same aspirations and concern for the league, and I think that's important for us. And I think once we get together as the leadership team, I think we're going to put a lot of things in place to ensure that the league strive from strength to strength. First, we want to, I think, grow the volunteer system. Volunteer drive is very, very important. We find that coaches come and coaches leave, particularly when they bring their kids. We want to ensure that we can have stability with coaches. We also want to grow the umpiring. We have a lot of umpires who've been a part of it, and we need to add some more umpires as well.
And you're coming into a time when it's been about a few months since everybody's been under one umbrella of the BBA.
And that's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. We've seen the benefits of it already. And I'm a newcomer to baseball, and to be honest with you, some of the things I've heard and seen, I'm not too happy about. And I think now that we're under one umbrella, I think a lot of things are going to change, and we're going to see that very, very shortly.
Hooping by the Park is a part of the 30th anniversary celebrations for the Fox Hill Festival. It starts on Friday and runs through the holiday on Monday.
Hooping by the Park serves two purposes. One, we want to obviously showcase the talents of these young men and women within the Fox Hill community and outside of the Fox Hill community. And secondly, we would love to bring that positivity and that light and on back to the court. With that being said, we'll be having 4 divisions: the under 16, the under 19, the women's open, and the men's open. Through the help of the committee, the MP, and our corporate sponsors, we're happy to announce that The under 16, the under 19, as well as the women's division will be free of charge. Yes, free of charge. And that will come with a tournament jersey. We'll be able to have, through the sponsor of Impact Images, we'll have donation of backpacks ready for the kids, and as well as refreshments powered by Powerade. For the men's division, we have a registration fee for $200, and that would include jerseys and, again, refreshments throughout the duration of the tournament.
The Hooping by the Park initiative is all thanks to Jabari Wilmot and Kieran Pratt. And like you just heard, it is fully endorsed by the area's Member of Parliament, Chanel Ferguson, and corporate sponsors like Rubis.
This is an idea that they hatched while in university. It didn't die there at university. They came home and the dream was still alive. And this Friday, we'll see the realization of that dream, where they're bringing to Fox Hill hooping in the park. It's a one elimination tournament, so come hard or go home, as they say in the NBA. And everybody's fighting for all the marbles, so you have to bring it. This is the place to be.
We look for opportunities like this to engage our youth in the Bahamas in positive activities. And when we discovered what Mr. Wilmot wanted to do with this competition, we were delighted to partner with him. Not only is this important for the community spirit of Fox Hill, but also for the young people in the island in general, because he's invited teams from all across the island to take part in the competition.
Youth Empowerment Through Soccer International, better known as YESI, is a non-profit organization that has provided scholastic and athletic opportunities to young Bahamians since 2011. And this summer, the organization will be offering mini camps with coaches in search of identifying new, young, gifted, and talented players, so they may too be invited to join the other inspirational programs that YESI has to offer. Now, the camp will begin in Elizabeth Estates August 1st through the 3rd. They'll be at Uriah McPhee August 8th through the 10th, and Windsor Park August 15th through the 17th. Registration begins at 2:45 and the camp will run from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.